Antarctica, a continent of ice, stretching farther than the eye can see. It's the coldest, driest, and highest continent on Earth. A place of extreme beauty and profound isolation. But beneath this pristine white blanket lies a world of secrets. A realm of mysteries that have baffled scientists and fueled speculation for decades. What if I told you that this frozen desert isn't as empty as it seems? What if the greatest secrets of our planet are locked away, buried under miles of ancient ice? From the very beginning, Antarctica has been a place of intrigue. Early explorers spoke of its strange, almost alien nature. And modern science has only deepened the mystery. Satellites have detected massive magnetic anomalies, strange gravitational pulls that defy easy explanation. It's a continent that is, in many ways, forbidden. Access is heavily restricted, controlled by international treaties. This has led many to ask, what are they trying to hide? Are they protecting the fragile environment? Or are they guarding something else entirely? Let's start with what we can see. Or rather, what we think we can see from space. For years, satellite images have been trickling out, showing formations that just don't look natural. The most famous of these are the so-called Antarctic pyramids. These are massive four-sided structures that bear an uncanny resemblance to the pyramids of Egypt, only on a much grander scale. Skeptics are quick to dismiss them as Nunatak's mountain peaks poking through the ice sheet, eroded by wind and ice into pyramid-like shapes. But the symmetry is striking. The angles seem too perfect. Could these be the remnants of an ancient, long-lost civilization, frozen in time, a civilization that existed millions of years ago, when Antarctica was a lush, Greenland? The idea sounds like science fiction, but as we'll see, the line between fiction and reality in Antarctica is surprisingly thin. And it's not just pyramids. Other satellite images have revealed what appear to be straight lines, rectangular shapes, and even dome-like structures buried beneath the snow. Are these just tricks of light and shadow? Are brains seeing patterns where none exist? Or are they evidence of something more? The sheer scale of these formations is mind-boggling, suggesting a level of technology and organization that would rival our own. The mystery only deepens when we look back at history. Let's talk about Operation Highjump. In 1946, just after World War II, the United States Navy launched a massive expedition to Antarctica. It was one of the largest polar expeditions in history, involving over 4,000 men, an aircraft carrier, and a fleet of ships and planes. The official reason was to establish a research base and train personnel in polar conditions. But the mission ended abruptly, months ahead of schedule, with reports of heavy casualties. The commander, Admiral Richard E. Byrd, gave a bizarre interview upon his return. Speaking of an enemy that could fly from pole to pole with incredible speed, he described seeing flying objects that were unlike anything he'd ever encountered. This has fueled endless theories. Was the US Navy not just exploring, but engaging with a hostile force? Rumors have persisted for decades about secret underground bases hidden beneath the ice, perhaps even a remnant of a wartime German stronghold that had discovered advanced technology. While there's no concrete proof, the strange circumstances surrounding Operation Highjump and Byrd's cryptic warnings have left a dark cloud of suspicion hanging over the continent. The secrets of Antarctica aren't just on the surface or in the history books. They're also deep beneath the ice. In the 1970s, scientists discovered something extraordinary. A massive lake, hidden 2.5 miles below the Antarctic ice sheet. This is Lake Vostok, one of the largest subglacial lakes in the world. It's been completely sealed off from the outside world for at least 15 million years. Think about that. An entire ecosystem, isolated, in total darkness, under immense pressure, untouched by the evolution that shaped the rest of our planet. For years, scientists debated whether to drill into the lake. The risk of contaminating this unique environment was huge, but the potential rewards were even bigger. What kind of life could exist there? In 2012, a Russian team finally broke through the ice and collected water samples. The initial findings were sensational. They reported discovering DNA from bacteria that were completely unknown to science. While later analysis suggested some of this might have been contamination from the drilling fluid, the possibility of entirely new, undiscovered life forms remains. Could there be more complex organisms swimming in those dark, ancient waters? Creatures that evolved on a completely different path from everything we know. The strangeness doesn't stop there. Over the years, there have been numerous reports from scientists, military personnel, and explorers of inexplicable phenomena. People stationed at research bases have spoken of strange lights in the sky, objects moving in ways that defy the laws of physics. Unidentified flying objects, or UAPs as they are now called, are reported with surprising frequency in this desolate part of the world. Are these just atmospheric phenomena, tricks of the light in the polar sky? Or is something else going on? There are also chilling stories of strange creatures. In 2002, a Japanese film crew working in the Southern Ocean allegedly encountered a massive, pale white, humanoid creature they called the Ningen. They described it as being over 90 feet long, with a vaguely human-like shape, including arms and legs. While the footage is grainy and inconclusive, the story has become a legend among paranormal researchers. Could there be undiscovered megafauna lurking in the frigid depths around Antarctica? Given that 95% of our oceans remain unexplored, it's not entirely out of the question. So what does it all mean? We have strange magnetic anomalies, satellite images of what look like massive artificial pyramids, the mystery of Operation High Jump, and rumors of secret bases, a subglacial lake that could harbor life from another world, and consistent reports of strange creatures and unidentified flying objects. Are these all separate, unrelated mysteries, or are they connected? Are they all pieces of a much larger, more incredible puzzle? Imagine, for a moment, that the pyramids are real, remnants of a civilization that predates our own by millions of years. What if that civilization didn't die out, but instead moved underground, creating a network of bases deep beneath the ice to survive a global cataclysm? What if the technology they developed is what Admiral Byrd encountered? What if the UAPs seen over the continent are their vehicles still patrolling their ancient domain? And what if the creatures in the lake and the ocean are not just biological oddities, but part of this hidden world? It sounds like an epic science fiction story, but every single element we've discussed is based on a real report, a real scientific finding, or a real historical event. The official explanations are often unsatisfying, leaving more questions than answers. The continent remains largely unexplored, a blank spot on our map, its secrets guarded by miles of ice and international treaties. The truth is, we don't know what lies beneath Antarctica's ice. We have only scratched the surface, but the clues are there, whispering of a history far older and stranger than we can comprehend. Perhaps the greatest discovery in human history isn't waiting for us in the stars, but right here on our own planet, frozen in time, waiting for us to find it. The next time you see a picture of that vast, empty, white landscape, remember that it might not be empty at all. The biggest secrets are often hidden in plain sight. What do you think is really going on in Antarctica? The mystery continues. Thanks for watching. If you're fascinated by the unexplained, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the world's greatest mysteries. We'll see you next time.